Scott Moak here, PA announcer of your Sacramento Kings. We have 4 awesome contenders for top play of the week, but only one can light the beam. Who's it gonna be? That's up to you. Here we go. D-Mouse gets us.
The starting lineup for the visiting Portland Trailblazers. At shooting guard, the kid, Alexander Walker. It's time to introduce the starting 5 for your Detroit Pistons. The man in the middle.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Johnson. Gordon out there with Portis. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. And for Detroit, they've got Edwards. Holmgren is out there with Jackson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's VanVleet's in at the point. After all the hype in the offseason, Brent, it's nice to finally get a feel for what these teams are all about.
Well, Kevin, you know the hype train around the NBA never stops rolling. So this league has grown in popularity globally. Seems like another jump over the past 3 or 4 years. People get built up and torn down at such a large scale. That's such a challenge for today's players to stay focused on the task at hand.
And the basket by Gordon.
And Aaron Gordon not hesitating because the defender was close. He just kept going.
To the inside, McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Young. A second chance effort. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Edwards, and it's blocked. Johnson against VanVleet. Johnson gets the bucket.
What focus. Johnson taking the bump, still getting the hoop.
Out to the right wing. It's good from long range. McDaniels got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Jackson against Gordon. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Good adjustment on the inside that time, getting the shot off from Aaron Gordon.
Well, when Aaron Gordon keeps it simple, he is a force print out on the floor.
And he's learned that's when he's at his best. Earlier in his career, he could try and do everything on the floor and sometimes get himself into trouble. Now it's about not forcing anything and letting the game come to him.
Johnson attacking. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, Johnson has great physicality, so a little contact on his drive isn't going to stop him.
That one good for 2. 7 points in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Young. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Young. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Portis can't get it to go.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
VanVleet on the wing. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. VanVleet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, Brent, with the Blazers, it seemed like they were ready to take the next step a few years back.
And then it felt like things sort of shifted in the opposite direction, and trying to find out through injuries and defensive struggles, who is it that is going to help this team make that next step? And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Here's Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul.
VanVleet.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Shoots over McDaniel. Johnson's shot is off.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Another three for Detroit.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The pass to Young. That one drops for him.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
To the paint. And the jump by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here's Alexander Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Bray, you look at Detroit from a raw talent perspective, they're loading up well.
Absolutely. They're pretty well balanced between what they give you on the perimeter and some of the interior force that these guys could play with, adding pieces each year in the draft, and now it's about fitting those pieces together. They have a very bright future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Eubanks, he's checked in for Holmgren. Bay comes in for Jaren Jackson. Hardaway's checked in for Edwards. And Walker subbed in for Fred VanVleet.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Alexander Walker passes to Nance. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Trent. Nance finds Trent. It's blocked. Here's Eubanks. Bay. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Alexander Walker's got 5 points so far. Pistons leading by 4. And Walker kicks to Bay. Eubanks, great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Walker. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Detroit's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Hey, Brent, looking at the Pistons franchise, the rebuild process has been a long one.
Yeah, it's been over 10 years, Kevin, since this team has won their last playoff game. But you do have to be excited about the level of talent that these young guys have. And really, compartmentally, they fit together. So that streak is going to come to an end soon.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for Detroit. And a switch here also for Portland. Gordon's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 1:27 left here in the opening quarter. Trent against Hardaway. Trent with the wide open look. They get it again. Here's Nance. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Hard for opposing teams to box out Nance because of all the activity that Larry Nance Jr. has. Plays alive on every possession.
Out to Hardaway. Here's Suggs. No good with the triple. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 5-point game. In the corner, it's Gordon. Off target from 3-point range.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Pistons passing it around. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Trent. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
McDaniels dishes to Suggs. From outside, off the mark. Outside, Griffin. And it's Gordon penetrating, and he uses the glass on the layup. And now just a 1-point Detroit lead.
Great concentration from Eric Gordon, who caps off the drive with the basket.
McDaniel. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Pistons lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They've drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
Trailblazers trail by 3. We've got Fred VanVleet. Anthony Edwards out there with Jackson. Then there's Suggs. And it's Holmgren in its center. That's the group for Detroit right now.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get closer. They weren't.
To the middle. Here's Suggs. Oh, that's offensive interference.
Interference, the score will not count.
Kemba Walker's checked in for Jalen Suggs.
For your Pistons, Kemba.
And for Portland, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Young pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
I think he gets as much talk, not just about his shot selection, but his playmaking.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Raptors. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. It's Edwards on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Edwards got his first 3 points of the game.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
And Young kicks to Portis. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road. And no one really crashing down on the backside, a breakdown defensively.
Pass to Portis. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And another three for Detroit.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's Alexander Walker. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Alexander Walker's got 7 points in the game. And Walker kicks to Jackson. Pass to Holmgren. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. You could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
It's his first trick of the line.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
You have to love Trae Young's relentlessness on the floor. His focus, just giving the game 100% of himself and not messing around in any regard.
Bays checked in for Fred VanVleet. And a switch here also for Portland. Trey Lyles checked in for Bobby Portis. And a classic, the bank shot. Very popular at one time. Brent, what happened to it?
I think the only time you really see it, Kevin, is when guys are going in for layups at full speed and trying to take some of that speed off the basketball. But guys really just don't get the ball in possession where they're going to use a good angle off the glass. Those are usually mid-range shots. How many of those do you see?
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for the Pistons.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Second personal foul. Team second.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Young up top, guarded by Walker. Lyles with a wide open look. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Chalk up two there. Hardaway has got his first 2 points.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Johnson, the pass to Lyles. Can't hit from in close.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Pistons. Jalen Suggs comes in for Kemba Walker. Portland also making some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Gordon. Griffin comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Trent subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
That's the attitude that the coaching staff talked to us about before the game. Heads up, aggressive play, and right at whoever's guarding Trae Young.
Remember, Trae Young wasn't selected for the 2023 All-Star game. And Brent, some are calling that a snub.
Yeah, I don't know, Greg. That seemed a little bit odd to me, and it caught some people off guard. But look, if you want to give Trae Young another chip on his shoulder, you're going to get some incredible performances.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for one.
That free throw, good from Eubanks. And Portland has possession, trailing by 10. Here's Young. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Pistons have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they shot the ball.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Here's Young. Portland, no good that time either.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And so Young will bring it up for Portland. A 12-point game. Shot from 12. Detroit with the rebound. Out left to the wing. Here's Suggs. Here's Eubanks. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
To halt the run. Rebound, Detroit. Eubanks got his 5th rebound in this one. Hardaway kicks to Edwards. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers trail by 14. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Trent. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Trae doing a good job exploring, trying to find those soft spots in the defense.
Edwards passes to Eubanks. Suggs with the ball, defended by Young. to the right side. Suggs kicks to Bay. Just 4 to shoot. Launches a 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Young way outside, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so we conclude the first half. It's Detroit. They lead by 14. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Fans, give a big round of applause for your...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. Can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Alexander Walker. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Bobby Portis out there with Gordon. And it's Young. Then it's Johnson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard. VanVleet passes to McDaniels. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Gordon. Shoots from the baseline. Rebound by the Pistons. Hardaway has got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Young taking his time here. Now the pass to Gordon. Lays it up off the glass. Gordon's got 6.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
VanVleet on the wing. Another 3 for Detroit.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Bounce pass Young. Here's Gordon. And the rejection by Jackson. VanVleet attacking. They get it back. And it's blocked.
How about the reach from Portis there?
Young outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Alexander Walker passes to Young. With the floater. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Detroit making a switch. Walker's checked in.
Your Pistons, Kemba Walker.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. What a luxury, Brent, it is to have Trae Young head up this team.
Unbelievable, just a walking bucket, and there's nights where you could just expect something special is coming at the hands of Trae Young. So much success in the early part of his career, and he hasn't slowed down.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Inside, and then Johnson with the dunk.
And Portis knows this system well. Try to make the good to great pass.
Detroit leading by 17. Down low, McDaniels. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Gordon against Jackson. And it's Gordon missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
VanVleet's with the bucket.
Oh, nice job there from Hogan. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. There's the three. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Passes it to VanVleet. Here's Holmgren. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet. VanVleet's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that.
The Pistons making a change here. Edwards is checked in to the paint. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Young. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And here's Young from the arc, and the rebound goes to the Pistons.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Portland again missing.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pistons passing it around.
2 minutes.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The drive by Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Gordon's got his third basket of the night. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Jackson. Back to VanVleet. Misses the 3. Trailblazers shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. And he gets it to go. Young's got 15.
Hey, this guy has some unreal range. Young can make it work from just about anywhere.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. A different look here for Detroit. Eubanks, he's checked in for Holmgren. Bay comes in for McDaniels. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Portland also making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Gordon. And A.J. Griffin subbed in for Trae Young.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Detroit.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Here's Trent, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Trent's got his second bucket. Pass to Eubanks. Jackson from long range. Drops in the tray.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Trent outside. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's the pass to Trent. Outside Griffin. Eubanks knocks it loose.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Griffin with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Bay pulls it in. And it's Bay with the ball for the Pistons. Passes to Eubanks. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
And so is Detroit with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Drew Eubanks. Walker out there with Suggs. And there's Jackson. And it's Okeke in at the 4. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Jackson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. And the Trailblazers shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. On the wing, Gordon. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
Right wing. Over to the left wing. The Pistons keeping it alive. A new 14. Pass to man. 8 feet away. Got a piece of it. And Walker kicks to Jackson. Suggs in the corner. Wants to get it to Eubanks and does.
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision.
Here's man. And it's off from three-point range. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And stolen by Gordon. He feeds it to Griffin. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
That one goes in.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Gordon inside. Pass to Roddy. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Count that one. Suggs has got 4 this quarter.
And kudos to Suggs for just keeping his focus at the rim, making the D look helpless.
Gordon with no one around. The three-pointer no good. The Pistons have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Count it.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Brent, aren't even you amazed at the size of coaching staffs and all the support people these individual teams have now?
Yeah, some of the teams really go way out there with regards to almost a one-to-one ratio, Kevin, between player and coach. I just wonder sometimes if there's ideas that get shared, if they get convoluted with that many people. But if you're a player, man, the resources are there.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, here we are watching Trey Mann, Greg, and he's so skilled at creating with the ball in his hands.
And he knows how to manipulate defenders, and he gets to his spots on the floor as well as anybody. Also quick to find cutters, so he's creating for himself and others.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Holmgren comes in for Eubanks, and it's McDaniels in for Jackson.
Kemba has always been a great leader, and right here trying to keep everyone engaged.
From 13, Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. And following this one, take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Mann. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
The corner awareness improving with time. Johnson with a great pass there.
Bays checked in for the Pistons.
Trey Mann, one shot.
Well, many people say officiating favors the offense. Brent, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. That's what this game is about. It's about scoring. And so there aren't many rule changes that are going to stop guys from being as potent as they've been offensively, especially over the last couple years.
Young's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Trey Young.
Johnson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's a power drive if you've ever seen one. Keldon Johnson is country strong.
Line for the Trailblazers. Johnson, Keldon Johnson, 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And Portland making a change here. Lyles checked in, and he can't hit the second.
It's easy to see why this team is excited about Johnson. He's a fantastic athlete with considerable upside.
Here's Bay. It's hauled in by Lyles.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Inside. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 20 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Young dishes to Johnson. Brent, we've had this new playoff format since 2021, adding that play-in tournament. How do you like it?
Well, I love it. You're just giving more high-level teams a chance at a swing for a championship. I mean, look what happened last year and how exciting that was for the NBA and the play-in tournament. And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
Young against Walker. And the pass to Lyles. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 to shoot. Gordon the pass to Johnson. Cranes the three-pointer. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
A priority for Johnson, continuing to work on his jumper, especially off the catch like there.
Wasted no time on that one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Detroit.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
Here's Portis. And McDaniels with the block. To the middle. And finished off by McDaniel.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Johnson. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Clearly, Johnson is in attack mode tonight. He's going after shots and making a big effort for his team.
Holmgren lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Walker with it to the wing right side. Bay passes to Walker to the left side wing. Here's Holmgren. Misses off the right iron. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jaron. A young team, but you're going in the right direction. How does a game like tonight help you keep that flow?
It's progress. Everything is progress. A win you can learn something from, a loss you can learn something from. So we're taking every little bit of it, and we're just happy to get one at home today.
It's a step in the process, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time